Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt disappointed with the person staring back at you? Maybe you thought you weren't good enough, not smart enough, not perfect enough. If yes, then this story is for you. Because what happened to a young boy named Ian might change the way you see yourself forever. But before we reach that moment, let me take you to the beginning. It was a cold evening. The sky was gray. The streets were quiet. And the world felt heavy. Ian sat alone on the school rooftop, hugging his backpack, staring at the fading sunset. He was only 16, but he felt much older inside. A thought repeated in his mind like a broken song. I am not good at anything. He whispered it. He believed it. But what he was about to discover would shake his heart in the most unexpected way. Ian had been struggling for months. His grades dropped. He failed a math test. His friends teased him for being slow. Even at home, he heard the same words again and again. Why can't you be normal? Why can't you focus? You need to try harder. Every sentence felt like a small stone hitting his heart. One day, after receiving another red-marked test paper, he walked out of class in silence. He didn't cry. He simply felt empty. And emptiness can be heavier than sadness. As he walked toward the school gate, he overheard two boys laughing. Look at Ian. He can't even solve basic questions. He's useless. The word useless burned inside him. That evening, instead of going home, he climbed the rooftop again and stayed there for hours. But soon, something unexpected happened. The old school watchman, Uncle Kareem, found him sitting alone in the cold. He walked quietly and placed a cup of warm tea beside him. You'll get sick if you stay here, he said gently. Ian didn't look up. Uncle, I think something is wrong with me. I am broken. I can't do anything right. The old man sat beside him, his face calm like an old river. Ian, do you know why I always carry this wooden box with me? He pointed to a small box wrapped in cloth. Ian shook his head. Uncle Kareem smiled softly. Let me tell you a story. A story hidden inside this box. Ian wiped his eyes. Something in the old man's voice felt warm and safe. And what he heard next felt like a quiet slap of truth. Many years ago, there was a forest where all the trees stood tall and straight, except one. It was crooked, bent to one side. Its branches grew in odd directions. Birds never sat on it. Villagers laughed at it. One day, the straight trees began to mock it. Look at you, they said. You're ugly. You're useless. You'll never grow properly. The crooked tree didn't answer, but every night it cried inside. One summer, a terrible storm hit the forest. The wind was wild. Rain fell like stones. The tall, straight trees broke one after another. But the crooked tree bent. It swayed. It moved with the wind and it survived. When morning came, it was the only tree still standing. Uncle Kareem opened the wooden box. Inside was a small carved piece of wood shaped like that crooked tree. He placed it in Ian's hand. Do you know why I keep this? He asked softly. Ian shook his head, tears forming. Because it reminds me that what people call a flaw can someday become your strength. And what others call perfect may break easily. The old man paused. A quiet wind passed between them. Ian, my boy, maybe you are not broken. Maybe you are simply growing in your own direction. That night, Ian didn't sleep early. He kept turning the wooden carving in his hand. Its rough edges felt honest and real. Am I also like this tree? He wondered. Am I stronger than I think? He didn't magically become confident overnight, but something inside him shifted quietly. The next morning felt different. He studied a little longer. He asked one extra question in class. He tried again when he got stuck. Small steps, slow steps, but they were his. He didn't realize it then, but this was the moment his life was beginning to change. Weeks passed and Ian wasn't perfect. Far from it. But he was calmer, warmer, kinder to himself. Slowly his grades improved. Teachers noticed. Even his friends changed the way they spoke to him. And every time he felt worthless, he touched the crooked carving in his pocket and remembered, I bend. I don't break. Nobody is perfect. Not you, not me, not anyone. And that is perfectly fine because your worth isn't in being flawless. Your worth is in being you. Here are 2 lines to carry in your heart. The seed doesn't curse the darkness when it's buried. It trusts that one day it will bloom. Your cracks are not your shame. They are where your light escapes. Your imperfections are not failures. They are fingerprints of your uniqueness. If this story touched your heart, stay with me. We're building a place where every broken soul finds light again. Share your thoughts below. Someone out there may need your words today. Until the next story, be gentle with yourself. You're growing even when you don't see it.